So just getting ourselves nicely settled down. And just when you're ready, I'm going to ask you just to take a nice big deep breath. And find a comfortable position for the next 40 minutes or so. Give yourself permission to enjoy this relaxing experience. Time to settle into your body. Draw deeper into your own being. Know that you're always in control of your own meditation. For now, you're free from all your responsibilities, so put aside any thoughts of tasks or concerns. With these first few breaths, really allow yourself to forget the worries of the day. You are in a safe place. When you're ready to relax, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Taking that nice big deep breath in and out. Nice big deep breath in and out. I'm just going to stay here for a moment, just working on our breath and building up our lungs. Ask permission now for your crown chakra to open, and as it does, the white light is brought down from source, directed into your crown chakra. Let us sit for a moment, allowing the white light to enter through the tops of our heads. Allow it to fill us completely with the warm, white, loving light. And as the light now fills your head completely, allow it to wash gently over the tops and sides of your head, loosening all the tiny muscles, clearing any negative thoughts. The loving white light is now making its way down towards your third eye chakra. Feel as it flows. Feel it gently cleanse and relax the muscles around your forehead. And now your eyes and right over your face. Feel your jaw drop a little and just give yourself permission to relax a little bit more. The white light now moves slowly down to your throat chakra. Allow it to clear any stuck energy. Allow the small muscles in our throat to relax fully. And once again, nice and relaxed. You feel the muscles and the tendons over your shoulders. The top of your back starts to relax. The white light moves slowly down the center of your being. And as it does, it pauses in your heart chakra. Slowly down the center of your being, and as it does, just feel the love and the peace and the contentment. You can feel your spine soften. You can feel your lungs soften. Your heart beats slowly and calmly, peacefully and relaxed. We're just going to stay here for a minute and allow the white light to work around your lungs. Gently drifts towards your solar plexus, loosening all the muscles in your chest and in your diaphragm, gently flowing, gently relaxing, peaceful and calm. The white light now moves into your sacral chakra, removing anything that no longer serves you right now, gently easing any tension, softening any muscles, and allowing you to feel completely at ease. Moves further down now and into your base chakra. You feel a warmth across the base of your lower back, a gentle tingling heat, soothing and relaxing. Just give yourself permission once more to relax even further. You are at peace here and now. You are safe and you're nice and relaxed. Allow Allow the white light to begin to flow down each leg. And as it does, notice how heavy your legs are becoming as they relax. Allow them to relax even more now. Feel the white light push the last of any stuck energy right towards your feet and out. Out the tiny chakras and the soles of your feet as they start to open. Feel the energy of the white light push right out and straight into Mother Earth, pushing right through her soil, through every layer, deeper and deeper down until it reaches her core. As we stay here now just for a moment, just releasing anything that no longer serves us, any fears, any worries, let them all go down to Mother Earth. Feel every single part of your body relax. And if there's any area still holding on, just give it permission to go. The white light has met its destination. So we feel now as it turns up and begins to draw back towards us. We feel as it turns up at the edges and flows gently up and over us, sealing us in a protective bubble of light. And as our bubble of white light seals, we ask our loved ones, our guides and our guardian angels to surround us with the white light of protection. We will feel loved, safe and secure on our journey this evening. We start to notice tiny flakes of gold fall from the heavens. They slide slowly downwards, glistening against the rays of the sun. We watch now as the gold flakes fall gently on top of our bubble. They flow into each other and run around the outside surface, creating a hard protective shell. We are safe. We are protected. We are relaxed as we sit in our bubble of white light. Our guardian angel, our guides and our loved ones step in close to us. We ask that they walk with us on our journey. You find yourself walking along the gap between two mountains now. You're barefooted, and as you look down at your feet, you see the dust from the arid earth swirl all over the tops of your toes. You look up now and notice that the mountains on either side of you are so high that you cannot see the tops. They blend into the sky. Thick cloud covers the peaks. You're alone here, a tiny speck in a vast gap. And as you step slowly forward, you begin to notice the heat of the sun on your face. You pause for a moment and allow this heat to warm you. As you do, the red dust from the dry earth underfoot starts to swirl and lift, making its way slowly up and around your ankles. You look down again, and you can no longer see your bare feet. You only notice a gentle heat, warming your toes, warming your ankles. As you look closer, you seem to notice that the dry dust is almost pulsating. It seems to have an energy all of its own. You watch as it encapsulates your calves, moving further up and reaching your knees. You start to feel your legs tingle. It's a pleasant feeling, and you allow it to continue right up and over your thighs. You feel a gentle pulse as the dust moves over your tummy and across the base of your spine, pulsating and tingling as it moves. You feel energized and lighter than you have ever felt before. This warming, pulsing dust now moves up a little bit further and across your chest and the middle of your back. You feel your whole spine start to loosen and pull into its natural position. As the dust flows up and into your throat and across your neck and shoulders, you cannot help but feel them loosen, your breath rising and falling naturally. The dust flows up and across your face and settles on the tiny little nerves on your skin. The tingling sensation all around you. You can feel your whole body loosen. You feel relaxed and energized. You look down and you notice that your skin is a reddish glow, healthy glowing skin, shimmering wonderful in the warmth of the sun's rays. You quietly move forward again and notice the slightest incline which starts to pull on the back of your legs. In front of you is a grassy hill, each step energizing you, each step leading you closer to your destination. As you look up at the vast mountains on either side of you, you notice tiny trickles of water at the very top, mapping their way downwards. They look like tiny veins, and as the rays of the sun catches them, you squint as it shines in your eyes. You follow their path towards. You can't seem to make out where it ends. You're almost at the top of the small mound now, and as you reach the top, you stop to take in the breathtaking view in front of you. Ahead now, just beyond the large wooden flagged arch, is a plain, so big that your eyes cannot see the end. Dotted on the plain are teepees of various sizes and shapes. They have been hand-painted in the most wonderful colours. Excited now to explore this newfound place, you start to run down the side of the hill towards the wooden arch. Standing there waiting for you is a little native girl. She looks to be around 8 years old. Her long dark shiny hair falls across the shoulders of her beautiful white dress. She's smiling sweetly at you. She rushes towards you and wraps her arms tight around your waist. And as she pulls back, she bows in front of you and tells you that her name is Anya. She tells you that her name means endless beauty. You smile at her and you can see why she's received such a name. You bow to Anya and tell her your name. As she takes your hand, she's very excited and pulls you forward, eager to take you somewhere. You allow her to guide you onto the plain, and you walk on, she points out teepees and tells you all about the colourful pictures on them and their meanings. You gaze in awe at the artwork, and you notice pictures of the sun and the moon, grand horses, bisons, and numerous other drawings of animals, shapes and designs. The paintwork is natural. Berries and wood bark have been used to make all these wonderful colours. As the two of you continue on your path, the people start to come out of their teepees. They're all smiling and welcoming you. Mother holds their babies, rocking them gently to and fro. You hear gurgling and giggling. Men appear dressed in traditional Indian dress. You catch all the wonderful colours, tattoos, braided hair and headdresses. You have a knowing that this place is from some time ago, and you feel honoured that you have been chosen to walk here. Anya tugs your hand, a little eager to take you to your destination. You have paused, a little memorised by the exquisite sights. She laughs and tugs again, and you start to follow her once more. After some time, the teepee starts to disappear, and you find yourself walking towards the edge of the plain. It's been a long journey, and you start to feel a little tired now. Anya reassures you that you're almost there and pulls you forward. Just ahead, you see a clearing and a single teepee. Along the left-hand side is a small stream. Anya stops and tells you that you must make the rest of the journey yourself. You bid her farewell, and she waves as she starts to run back to where you first met. You watch as she disappears into the distance. Walk now towards the teepee. You look around and can't seem to find anyone. You do, however, notice a blanket lying on the ground and a small table. You decide to sit down and rest for a while. As you do, you see a hand-carved fruit bowl on the table, bearing the most wonderful ripened nutrient fruit. It is going to provide your body with everything that it needs. You reach out and take your pick. Blush red strawberries, blueberries so ripe that they're about to burst, sweet juicy oranges and plump figs. Go ahead now, take your pick. Take your time to eat what you have chosen. Feel as the fruit bursts into your mouth, and as you take that first bite, allow the juice to slip down your throat and run into your stomach, knowing that every mouthful that you are gaining all that is needed to replenish you, to heal you, and to make you strong and well. We'll stay here for a minute. Eat as much as you like, as much as you need. When you're finished, you decide to lie down for a while and close your eyes. You lie back in the blanket and your body eases into it. The sun beats down on you and you slowly begin to drift. Any sounds now fading into the background. There is nothing now but the heat of the sun and the gentle warm breeze that's flowing over you. Your mind starts to quieten, becoming still, all thoughts now easing away, gently stopping as you drift. And as you fall asleep, your body melts into the blanket. Enjoy the tranquility of this place, just for a minute or two. As you rub your eyes and awaken, you sit up and notice that the sun has dropped a little in the sky. It has become a little cooler. You wrap the blanket tight around you to keep yourself warm. You stretch your body, allowing your rested limbs to waken. You feel well and energized again. As you stand up, you hear a faint rumble in the distance. You look across the vast plain, searching for the direction of the sound. Just in the distance, you can just make out dust gathering, or is it a cloud? You continue to watch as the sound gets closer, your eyes now starting to really focus. You can just about make out an outline now, closer and closer, coming across the plain. You can make out the outline, and you know that it's a horse. The sound you heard was hooves hitting the hard ground. As it races forward, the sound becomes louder and louder, coming more into focus now. You see a man upon the horse. He has a headdress on, a feathered headdress. As the horse rises and falls, the feathers come into sight. Yellows and blues, greens and reds, a man with markings across his face. He races the white, majestic stallion towards you. You can see him closer now. He is smiling, really pleased to see you. He holds up his hand to you, and before you know it, he is pulling you on the reins of the horse right in front of you. The medicine man steps down with ease off the horse, and he embraces you. He is tall and strong, and he has travelled many miles to come to assist you. You gaze at the tribal markings on his weathered face, his dark eyes a window to many years that he has lived, and the many experiences that he has had. The medicine man is wise and knowing, and will help you on your journey this evening. He reaches for 2 saddlebags and asks you to follow him to the stream. You walk behind, watching your step as the ground becomes a little unsteady the closer to the stream that you get. You reach the water's edge and follow the medicine man. And as he steps down into the stream, the ground underneath is very rocky, and you need to be careful and agile as you wade through the stream. The medicine man stops and tells you that you must search in the water for your worries, your troubles, and your fears. You look at him quizzingly as it becomes quite dark now and you can't see too well. The medicine man walks towards you and places his hands over your eyes. He asks you not to look but to feel instead. You bend down and reach into the water. You feel around, the cool water flowing gently over your hands. You touch the tops of rocks and stones and pebbles, searching for your first fear. You maneuver your hands about in the water until you find what it is that you've been looking for. And as you pull your hand out of you see a rock or stone that represents your fear. The medicine man holds out the saddlebag and you place the rock inside. You dip your hands back into the water now and begin to search for your second stone. Take a moment and find as many rocks, stones or pebbles that you need to. Give each one its place. It may be a worry, a fear, or something that you've been stressing about. The rocks may be small or large. Perhaps you will need 2 hands to lift them, and that's okay. Place them all into the saddlebags that the medicine man is holding for you. There's plenty of room. He'll give you a minute now to find your stones. As you place the last of the stones in the saddlebags, the medicine man closes them at the top. He carries them back to the stallion and you follow behind, already feeling a little freer, having lightened your load. He ties them safely to the saddle and assists you up and onto the horse's back. You feel the heat of this magnificent beast, its muscles strong and eager beneath you. The medicine man with one swift action jumps up onto the horse in front of you You grasp your arms tightly around his waist. You are safe and protected in his care. He gives the stallion a little nudge, and it moves gently forward, being guided by the reins, and you hold on tighter as it makes its way down the stream. You rise and fall as the horse walks along, navigating the rocks below its hooves. The medicine man gives another nudge, and the stallion begins to pick up pace a little. You notice the stream has become a little wider, and the flow of the water a little stronger. You're holding on very tightly now, as the horse picks up pace and begins to gallop ahead. The water becomes deeper. The stream is now a river. You feel the tips of your toes touch the water. You pull a little closer to the medicine man. He pats your hand and reassures you that you're safe and secure. You lie your face against his back and close your eyes. The water's starting to become shallow again, and you feel the horse begin to slow down. You open your eyes and you realize that you're at the edge of a mountain. The medicine man pulls the stallion to a halt and assists you down. He removes the saddlebags and carries them to the edge of the mountain. He invites you to sit beside him and tell you that you must have patience and wait. You sit beside the medicine man. You listen now for a minute or two as he starts to chant and sing, his eyes closed, concentrating on his song. You look ahead and see the sun finally beginning to set in the horizon against the red sky. But just as it does, you see an eagle flying towards you both, drifting and gliding. Its wings seemingly to extend for miles, swooping and falling, then climbing. The medicine man opens his eyes and he sees the eagle. He closes his eyes once more and begins his chant again. And upon hearing his call, the eagle flies towards you both. You feel the rush of its wings as it lands just in front of you. The medicine man proceeds to set the saddlebags down in front of the eagle and tips his head as a mark of respect to the bird. Now that it is in front of you, you're astonished at the size of the bird. You watch as it lifts the saddlebags with complete ease in its beak and spreads its wings, preparing for takeoff. The birds lift back into the sky and fly back towards the sunset. You watch as it becomes smaller and smaller with it, carrying all the rocks stones and pebbles that represent all of your worries and fears, taking them further and further away from you. The eagle disappears as the sun finally goes down. You make your way back to the horse with the medicine man. The journey seems a bit quicker on the way back, a bit smoother, and you feel a bit lighter. And soon you're back at the clearing. The medicine man assists you down from the stallion and ignites the pile of wood in the ground in front of the teepee. You both sit, legs crossed. Once again he closes his eyes and he begins his Native American song and chant, the rhythmic lull of his deep voice falling upon your ears, sending you into a trance-like state. You rest and listen as he fans the flames of the fire. You watch as the smoke starts to billow upwards. The orange flames dance between pieces of wood. We will leave you now for a minute as you stare into the fire and watch its flame. After a while, the medicine man starts to blow and fan the smoke. It drifts slowly towards you. He asks you now to take a deep breath inwards. And as you do, he directs the smoke towards you. This is no ordinary fire smoke. As soon as it touches you, you feel it touch your body. It begins to clear any last fragments of fear or worry that you have left. He continues to blow and direct the smoke towards you. You welcome his healing and bask in the comfort of becoming lighter and freer. And so now than you've ever been before. The fire warms your skin, and you're still staring into the flames. Allow the medicine man now to complete his work on you. fire slowly begins to extinguish, and you watch as the embers finally die out. The medicine man invites you to the teepee, and you follow him inside. It is warm inside. On the ground is a bed made up of hay and covered in animal skin in the middle of the tent. You lie down and watch as the medicine man hovers his hands just above you, starting from the top of your head and working his way down to your feet. He begins to chant, and as he does, you feel an energy coming from his hands, pouring into you. He pauses at all the places in your body where he feels the pain. He instinctively senses the pain in your neck, that tension in your shoulders, and that ache in your leg. He stops here and lets the healing energy flow into you, taking the pain right down to a very, very dull ache, until you start to hardly notice it anymore. Relax now. Allow yourself to sink into that bed and allow the medicine man to work on you. You watch now as he leaves the tent. You rest your eyes again and wait for his return. A while later he appears and he's holding something in his hand. He places it in yours. You look down at your hand and you see a necklace. A leather necklace made up of various stones, pieces of bone and a green amulet in the middle. You place it around your neck and instantly feel it pulse against your heart. He tells you that whenever you feel fear, to touch the necklace and it will pulse, reminding you of the strength and healing that he has given to you. You rise from the bed and make your way outside, and once again mount the horse. The medicine man gives the horse a nudge, and as it jolts forwards, picking up and gathering pace across the plain. In no time at all, you reach the wooden archway that has brought you to this sacred land. You dismount the horse one last time. The medicine man produces a long boned stick, and in the dry dust around you, he traces a circle of protection. He tells you that you're under divine protection and healing, and will be safe once back on the earth plane. We give our sincere gratitude to him and watch as he mounts the horse and races away. And just as you're leaving, you hear a little laugh. You turn around and you see Anya waving at you from the wooden arch, her big brown eyes twinkling with mischief and love. You bid her farewell and climb the small hill towards the gap in the mountain path. Once down the other side, your feet once again in the arid earth, and you stop for a moment. And just when you feel you're ready, start to shift your awareness back to the soles of your feet and allow the roots of your base chakra to flow down both legs. The roots push out through the soles of your feet, right down the layers of the soil of Mother Earth, continuing downwards until they've reached the core. You feel her energy flowing back up those roots towards you, grounding you, energizing you. We thank her for her healing. Feel once more the connection that you have made with the earth. Be aware of the energy of the earth. And before opening your eyes, let's just rest in the feeling of centeredness, calmness, and peace. You now continue on one final time until you reach the end of the path. You open the gate that's going to take you back onto the earth plane. You can feel your guides and your angels around you. Your experience tonight in your meditation, your balanced energy, and your newfound power and ability just stays with you as you slowly waken, bringing your mind back to your body and just slowly opening your eyes. And I'd just like to ask that any leftover healing tonight to please go to all our NHS staff, our care workers and our key workers. We ask for strength and courage, love and healing for each and every one of them. So just as you come back into the room, folks, nice and slowly, wiggling fingers and wiggling toes. Just take a nice deep breath. Now just give yourselves a moment to come round. And remember to join myself, Melissa, on Thursday evening, 7 o'clock. I will say good night and wish you all health and healing, and I hope you enjoyed your meditation. This has been Louise from ReikiNI.